Welcome. Royale. 23 card set Rammstein and Arbor. We will to play. That should get us we got 5 facing up toward the top the whole way. Yes, to end up in the 5 matchup. And Fire also 10 and 5. I should note before you start I am here. There's a chance we lose power Wi-Fi, in which down. So just did not have a choice in here for Ann Arbor here. Down. They were first seed gets round and so forth, but the 4-5 in the playoffs, they anybody who's not will inevitably because they're 4-5. Ann Arbor now 2nd and 10. Wilson is the quarterback. So you've got the nobody home and 7. The Houston Beavers. Tight ends. And you see going to be up against this 4 on this 3rd and 7. The is averaging good, I believe. 4-3. Now you see them in the. He's double teamed by Greenlaw. The blitz is coming. First and 38. So big double team. They're coming 2nd in the league. First percent of calls. Well, in that case, 5. Pretty much every that you can come up with. Probably on this 2nd and 7. He's a guard. Yards per play margin. When really being led by his and 4th in the league at 0.3. So one of the better stats overall. 3rd and 7 now. The Fire getting Collins is not double team. The shadowing happened successfully for this was as you see the 5. You need 1, 2, 3. You need a 1, 2, 3 to make it there. And we seem to be a little. conversion. There we go, catching up. His drive. Take a look at, and there's 12th in the league. So even though 25% ahead for us, successful run. Oh wow! Internet that's not. What we're seeing here. Happening in. Hopefully we'll. So still no score, and I see a 2nd and 5 here. So in advance, let's say story. The after that 4 yards must run, 9 yards, 13, 5, 2nd and 5. Right. In any way, touchdown. Therefore, gets him on the boards in the regular season match. We'll take a quick look at as the extra back. 39-35, and Ann Arbor just 3 lead in that contest. Back from the Fire. And they'll start out at their own 25 first possession, a 27-0 Ann Arbor leading. Off tackle, Derrick Henry. 10 yards. Fire's offense, I think 15th in the league ended up. 5% of the time. You see, nobody threw more short passes than Fire. And gain for 18. Moving quickly down the field into. So 4th in the league. St. Brown. He's not double teamed. 4 yard, no. Certain makes defense. Like we have the And then Denver for D. Goes a defensive card. As Quiddy Bay makes the play. Now the Fire need down conversions here. Did defense fifth for Ann Arbor. Particular down and distance. Double team. Find the double team completion. Arbor did on the first drive. Fourth and here. Corner it. Yes. 5. So great spot for a touchback. Let's see what happens. Spell for first and 10. 5:42 left. Herbert and Likely in the back. Herbert's faced with that 6. Get 6 yards. And flat passing, which is running and flat pass. 7th and short. So again. Okay, play call coming through. We let's go DL and line. Didn't know a loss of 5 years. That's a territory 3rd and 4. We have Cleveland. Lots of Cleveland. Sharp. Incomplete one in. That number 3 for 3. Now 3 for 4. Full bounce. Fire. Team. Ann Arbor didn't punt all that much in the forced to punt there. Purdy's card. That's Troutman's receiver card, as a matter of fact. Rammstein just there in the top 30 or so in targets. 24th. The ball out pretty well. Top 10. Troutman. Find it. With facing a possible 3rd and out. James, there you go. The punter comes back on. 3 short passes, 3 incompletions. 5 today. Passes. off benefit. Another nice punt, though. Not quite as nice. 23-yard Ann Arbor to get this third drive. 3. There's one guy who ranks in the top 10. Finished 9th in targets with 100, including 5th in flat passing, 24th in long, 9th in short passes. 35, 45, 25 for likely. It's flat pass and 7 avoids the sack. Mark Andrews came in at that fullback right this time. Nicely done for Herbert. 10. Used in all 3. Just gets and also spread across all in and runs 35%. So when they here's an off tackle before help from likely. Sputtering here on first. Setting up a draft Russell Wilson 4. Short pass tank. The shadowing is on. Warner 6. Dramatic roll. Like to see. See how my store. Excuse me. I think. Can I? Shows here, but everything else. Another turn. 18. Rammstein not strong on punt returns. Finished 13th in the league. 6 somehow on play, but we're third and. The box score clear. So we are plenty sharp as they. Another one now to and happens. We don't know. Score is not telling. Can tell us yet? Nope. Yeah. So or pass. I guess we'll find out in the box. See, Henry just missed a long game. So, I don't know, that third down play never happened. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. 6 yards. White's out. 2nd and 4. Okay. In Arbor territory, I guess that. But now, long pass, guess wrong opportunity. Bring it in. 4 now. Here's in. Pretty good. It's outsized. I mean, not a $9 for the Fire, and you see it. $9, but he hits the one die. Does he? I don't know. Guessed right or keyed or something. Boom. Okay. And it's a nice punt. We'll just keep up best we can, everybody. With Fire. 7 here. 10:30 left. Has to from inside the shadow of their own goal post. It's a get opportunity. Getting 7 yards. Herbert effective first down, but he's been getting up. He's seeing the average overall. Holds a yardage lead. Checks in. Yards. It's in ranked top 20 in both. And the Foreman now back in. Much 18. Let's check that. Under run to Foreman gets 4 yards, I guess. Yeah. John. Foreman's carries in the regular 6-10. Yeah, that's what I. Okay, 2nd and 11 after a 4-yard gain. Makes sense. At least those that down here, and now you can understand it. We are how it skipped to 2nd and entirely. And here we are, 3rd and 10. Nobody home. The hall went in. Offense during the regular. So, by the big break here, half lead. Fire 29. That's Andrews. 2 men in. Let's get it. Second. It's called there by Fire. Point. First trip resulted in finished fifth and 0.4, getting a touchdown. And defense, short pass. A little bit more about the five. Second, just 2.5 trips per game. Yeah, two thanks to that fumble. 4 touchdowns. Yes, to Nico. Second down, guessed wrong. Makes it a 2nd and 6. Right? Look at that. After the completion, take a look at the box score here. And otherwise, I see he's stuck. So it might be something that's this computer. It's very hard. First and 10, incomplete. Okay, but makes sense. In mind, I'm just gonna task manager here. Game number. I'm trying to check to see if I have any. Don't. We'll check out of here. Get ourselves a new game number. Five two one eight. Let's see where we have a third. That's Noah Brown. He's not double teamed. Complete. Or it's and 10-0 in our half. Little hole here. Starting from their own 25. Oh, it looks like we so far so good. Oh, the opportunity complete. Opportunity is not a higher go deep there. Not very. Basically 12 for 13. Now moving to 3. Nickelback on here. And picked up by the offense. and getting 7 yards. Boy, that would have been it was pretty with the 2, but able to pick it up pretty times. Short pass, St. Brown. That means it's 12. So good field position. Speaking for Ann Arbor. Position. Raffle clearly being won so far by Ann Arbor. Long pass, Nico Collins. Nobody. Push it in. In a flurry. Apparently. Never in terms of the delay. Up against the incomplete. Short gain on second. Oh, sorry, Gene. And 46. Defensive card hit the interception split. No, couldn't quite tell if it would have gotten if a man were there. Guessed right. Was it 6? They hated that one. 2nd and 16. Back to the room here. Team in short passing in this spot 6% of the time versus league wide average. A huge league, but generally like plurality of the time. 5. So Fire Guardian. You see the 0 at nose Hargrave. It's a long pass likely. He's double in this situation, incomplete. Third and 16. Long. Mind throwing the flat, so couldn't. Already. Short pass likely. An auto sack zone and one asterisk. It pays off. Yard loss. It's 4th and 20. So went out for the pass. Only to the 23 and it's trying to turn things around a little. He got 17 yards. Out to the 40. Fire. Left and a half. To start the second half. So here for this game quickly. Flames can't bring it in. At 0. has the Denver tight end, which is why you see a lot of tight as opposed to build. That Denver tight end also came along with the 7-pound Brown offensive line. Short pass, Jameson, the must run. 3rd and 1. For the Fire. Many 4th course league. And we're on this 3rd and 1. Team like to run generally here. So the majority again they get 17 yards, and we'll see a time from the Rammstein finish 6%, 86%. Henry very praise, but 3 wide, 1.5. To Reynolds, 2nd and 5. Now you wonder why it won't just go 4. Troutman option anyway. Flat pass. We'll see. Hopefully. Five-yard catch. Any internet trouble, dear? Yeah. What the deal is. I might just rejoin everybody. That might be the way to go. Williams on this play. 6. All right, we're going to cut out and so it's 5.2. Call correctly. I don't recall. 8. What happened while we were gone? The Fire, get in. 2 from the 7. 15 seconds left. No timeouts. You see a former pro set. No time. Defensive formation. Oh, blocking back is your form. Burton back there. Brenda Henry is going to be something. 7 yards, but he's got extra pass block here, but we don't see Patterson on. A chippy is through 11. That'll take us to the half. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. Share the screen here. Hopefully. It looks like we have not missed kickoff, which is nice. But who knows? Maybe we did. Maybe we did. We'll take the opportunity. Look at the box score. Get it in there for posterity's sake anyway. You see very close in yards here. And the Fire did a great job in yards per play advantage. Poor passing, both sides. Haven't seen much in the flat. Here we are, kickoff. The Fire from the -1 is Blackshear. And Arbor's been sacked twice. So either third down has calmed down considerably. Now 3 of 8. No team attempting a fourth. You see the turnover there really being the difference in the game, kind of, maybe. I mean, first drive was actually the 7 points. And the fumble was a 3-point cash in for Ann Arbor. So here we go. Off tackle, Henry guessed wrong. It's 5. Lots of carries left for Henry. Walking back versus 4-3. See that 0 hanging out there. Threw at him a couple times, we saw in the first half. Troutman on that 0. Short pass to Troutman. avoids the big pass rush and gets 7 yards on the must run. First down for the Fire. Blocking back is Burton. Bringing 5-5 blocking. Doesn't really help on the end run left with 6 hanging out there. Line buck Henry gets another 5. A little dose of Henry so far here. 2 out of 3 plays have gone to him. Both successful runs. Staying in this run look with Troutman and Burton. Long pass St. Brown. Gets sacked. Quiddy Pay is in. Loss of 12. And that turns this set of downs around. 3rd and 17. Fire have a tough task now. 3rd and very long. Finished 6th in the league on offense. 19%. So 1 out of 5 converted. Or wide here. How did he do it? On these 3rd and longs, mostly on short passing. Has not gone deep once all year in this spot. 0%. The league, 22%. But usually these 3rd and 11 pluses are not for 17. So that's a bit different. That changes the dynamic. Strat doesn't let you know when it's beyond 15 yards, for example. We're just looking at 3rd and 11 plus for that decent conversion rate of 19% here. Spears is your back. And hopefully we're not getting slowed down here. Something is going on in the background. What the heck is going on? Defensive back in zone makes the play on what was a long pass. Don't know what's going on in my background. I'm seeing all sorts of weird things flashing. So everything's all right. 4th down punt. Fire do not capitalize on the double possession, and it's a 28-yard return. That's what you're looking for when you pick that card, and it comes at a great time in the playoffs. Midfield for Ann Arbor, trying to take a 2-score lead here early in the 3rd. Long pass, guessed wrong, likely. Missed him. So big opportunity there. Seen a few long pass wrongs both sides, falling complete so far today. Short pass, guessed wrong opportunity here for Nico. He gets just 11. Got to feel kind of fortunate there, as Nico could have done a lot more damage than that. To the 40. It's looking past Andrews. Nobody's home. Incomplete. It would have been 20 or so on the defensive card. Take a look out to the 37, but quite good, despite not having any extra distance. 2 through 9 out there. 2 through 10 for Folk. 23 to 32. But he's 3 more yards to hit the fringe here. Off tackle, Herbert on this 2nd and 10. Not going to get help from the blocking back, 3rd and 11. So interesting offensive play call here. You look for 4 yards and get in field goal range, but feel comfortable with variable. Maybe just chuck it on the short pass, hope for a must run, because even a successful shadow would put you in a good spot for a field goal. if that's what Warner does here. We've seen Warner shadow a bunch so far. And Arbor's had to notice that. Short pass Tank Dell. We have no run coverage, and it's incomplete, is it? Yes. 4th and 11, forced to punt. The Fire brought to the brink of a 2-score deficit. Avoid it. Remember that. And Stonehouse is going to come on here, most likely. You see Russell's card. He has that plus 10. That's really the problem on that 7. That's why you wouldn't go for it there, even if you were thinking about it. From Stonehouse here, trying to pin the Fire in. And they don't. Missed it by a yard. Right to the goal line. It's a touchback. 1st and 10 for the Fire from the 20. 9:18 left, third quarter. Lots of punting for Rammstein so far. A few 3 and outs, looks like. Or close to it. It's maybe 1 first down. Long pass. St. Brown, nobody home this time. Not going to get it. Sertan is there. The 6 makes the play, avoids the long gain. Doubled up on Williams, which is what you're asking for when you're going blocking back with Troutman. Teams. You'll leave Sertan in man coverage. Here's an end run to Henry. He hits the dreaded 5. And just like that, we're at 3rd and 11. Purdy, if you think about the reason why those 3rd and longs are effective for Rammstein, it's probably this. These yards he gets on 11 yards, no problem. 17 like last time, which sort of would have been incomplete either way. But double team on Spears, who's also in a 4th down now for the Fire, and the punting unit is on yet again. Needs a good punt here. Gets it. 54 yards. Looking for that 28 again. Gets 11. So Ann Arbor now out to the 38-yard line. Halfway through third quarter. Leading 10-3. Johnson is your halfback here. He went 13, 51, 34 across the runs during the year. Linebuck off tackle and run. And there's an end run. It's the dreaded 5. So a couple dreaded 5s here. Guessed wrong. I've heard both teams in these last couple sets of downs. 2nd and 10. Blocking back. Likely in Andrews. End run, guessed right against the 6. He's going to make that play on the 6 white die. 3rd and 12. Wilson gets this one 2 through 5. I believe. Is that right? Yeah. 1, 2 through 4. So 3 wide, 1 full back. 2 through 4, you probably don't need a shadow here. Goes 3-3-5, even though there's not a ball carrier on the field. Keeps Warner and his 6 in there. Gonna shadow anyway. Noah Brown gets flat pass with nobody home. Can he find that 7? He does! 19 yards! Nice change up by Ann Arbor. to put themselves back into scoring threat territory. Not quite yet. Needs 8 yards to get to the fringe of field goal range. There are better kickers out there who would have been able to put that in last time around the 40. And similar spot here. Sort of clawing for those last couple yards. Man is there this time. Just gets 2 yards on first down. Guessed wrong. 2nd and 8. Facing this good pass D. Seen a lot of running from Ann Arbor. Johnson stays in on 2nd down. It's the line, but guessed right. Nobody home. Looking for the defensive card if you're Ann Arbor. Gets it, and he gets 13 yards. Those tackles don't do a very good job of cleaning up the run. And it pays off there as the Otters now move to the 30. Field goal range. And very strong field goal range. 4:48 left, 3rd quarter. Off tackle, Foreman. Running right at Hargrave. Gets a short gain, another 14 yards. Into the red zone. If we see a blitz, we don't see a blitz here. Interesting. Against likely. Zero's back there. Short pass, Nico guessed wrong. Foreman in zone, complete for 10. To the 6. Ann Arbor 1st and goal. That's a bit of a preference for the off tackle here. Went short 19% of the time for the league. Foreman and Johnson would likely. Short pass likely, 4 men in zone. Some blitzers coming. Hits the sniper for a touchdown. Isaiah likely into the end zone. Arbor stretches the lead to 16-3. On for the extra point. Where he hit all but one this year. Folks kick is good. 17-3, 3:18 left 3rd quarter. Plenty of time for the Fire to make a comeback. Well within range. And we'll start at the 31. Good dedication, Gene. In the blocking back, linebuck Henry. Looking for a big one, just gets 2. Second and 8. Shows the run set here with Burton and Troutman. Makes double teaming a lot easier if you're in the mood. And run Henry. Hunting for that big one. Gets a short gain. Just misses the 63. Instead gets 14 out to the 47. Take a look at Henry's card there. If that 3 gives you anything anywhere. Short gains across the board on 3. Off tackle, Henry gets 5 more. 13th run of the game for Henry as he approaches 100 yards and into Ann Arbor territory. So see what Fire's trying to do here, trying to draw a run call and pull the string, probably to Williams when he feels like it. Look in pass, St. Brown gets 7. Goes look in to avoid a loss if it turned out that way. Instead, 7 yards on Purdy's card and a first down to the 41. needs touchdowns here as we approach the end of the third. Off tackle, Henry. The end is not going to make that block. Yet Spurton is there for 4 yards. In the block. 5 gets the 5 white die. 2nd and 6. Big block there. Keeps the run in play. At least the threat of it, which is important here in terms of play calling. Short pass, Trotman, lots of blitzers coming. They get home at 24%, but just 3 yards. So 3rd and 9 from the 40. With 14:24 left, field goals, in a dire spot. You see Patterson going out to the 41. Spears looking for 13, gets it. Buckner can't make the play, and it's a 1st down, a big one. Gets the right roll there. White die, that's the only one other than the snake eyes, which is going to produce enough yards for the 1st down, up to the 27. Flat pass, nobody home, gets just 4 for St. Brown. Boy, I hope this is working. It's not working. What? It snapped out of... Is it working? Okay, it's working. Phew. I guess I should check my YouTube link to make sure. 2nd and 6, Linebuck Henry. It's just 2, makes it 3rd and 4. From the 21. 2 down territory, unless you see a sack here. It's an end run, Henry. Loses a yard. Oh my, tough roll, 4th and 5. Three, 3-5. No dump off league. Pretty sure Purdy's got a +4 on that flat pass guest right. Okay, it's down at 4. So 5, 6, 7 gets it done. It's a short pass to St. Brown. It's incomplete. And Arbor takes over on downs. In control now with the ball. 14 left, 4th quarter. Sure-handed St. Brown can't pull it in. Linebuck Johnson gets a nice chunk there, 6 yards. Johnson stays in, looking past Tank Dell. 6 is there. 2 yards, 3rd and 2. Big 3rd 2 spot. Nice distribution across all runs and passes here. It's a flat pass. Guessed wrong. Linebacker can't make the play on the short yardage. The 4 is downgraded to a 0, and that made the difference. 1st and 10, 35. Wow. 4 white die came up. He would have made the stop. Tackle. Johnson guessed right. It's a nice looking guessed right running there from Roschon Johnson, but can't find it on 1st down. Second and 10. Long pass guessed wrong. Likely nobody home for the ball game. Most likely can't hit it. Again to the interception split. 2-4-11. Now a third and 10 with 9 minutes left here in the fourth. Opportunity to get off the field and get to work for the Fire offense. If the defense can hold here. Goes 3-3-5. Short pass, guessed wrong. 4 men in zone. And for that incompletion on Wilson's card, instead get completion 4 men in zone. So avoids the receiver reading of 3 men were there and gets a guessed wrong incompletion. Stonehouse on. There's a touchdown on 2. Goes Coffin corner because of it. And as a result, just a 33-yard punt. So Epstein's at the 32. $8:24 left. Goes 3 wide. Troutman stays in there. Who's that fourth receiver? Is he bad? Off tackle Henry. Looking for a big one. It's a short gain, 13 yards. Good enough. To the 45, first and 10. Clock moving. Under 8 minutes. 55 yards pay dirt. And Otter's got to step away for a second. So, let's take a look here at who the choices are. If we can. While we have this break. Why we see so much Troutman. So your fourth is that your fourth? For Josh Reynolds? Maybe it's Reynolds, but you hit that deep ball, so a tight end Troutman against that 0 does not give you a deep option. Interesting. So we'll ask that question of Dennis post game if he joins. And I am going to take the opportunity to just check something here, make sure we're running okay. That's good. The Fire, see that yard per play margin shrink. They had a nice advantage at halftime, and it's sort of falling apart a little bit here. Looks like we're back. Here's Rammstein. Punted 6 times and then failed on downs last time. Flat pass, going to get 5 here. 2. I guess there was a 5 out there. Missed that. Second and 8. Dodson was in the zone. 2 at the 6. Off tackle Henry. No gain. Guessed right on the one white die. Would have gotten 5. Sets up a 3rd and 8. He goes deep. Yes. Incomplete, double teamed. And 4th and 8. Not quite the ball game, but it's going to feel like it if you're the Fire. Short pass, long pass. He's not covered. Opportunity. Gets it. Inside the 10. On the 5 white die. Arbor took a chance to leave the deep open. And now that breathes life into the Fire and then some with 5:42 left. 6 yards short of the end zone. Stays 3 wide with Spears. 4-2-5. Creates opportunities for the tight end. Short pass, Spears. He gets a touchdown. Guessed wrong. He had keyed Spears. And Spears gets it on his receiver card. So 17-9. Could go for 2 here. Went for 2, just 1. And they were successful. And that was on a Brock Purdy run? No, Spears run. So Spears run. On the one attempt that they had. And here is Spears again. The linebacker is not going to make the play. He's a 5, and the 6 white die puts him in. It's 17-11. Boston Scott from the 1 has an option. And he takes the touchback. Herbert checks back in now. 6 carries left. Knowing overtime is unlikely, you can run them if you feel like it, if you're Ann Arbor. Get some carries. If it was a 17-10 game, don't have to worry about that now. 5:24 left. Some key calls here coming up. We hope that he's just taking time to make a call as opposed to a problem with the connection. Come on. Boy. Give it 10 more seconds, and then we are going to jump out and in. 52188, right? 5, 4, 3, 2. So they might be hung up. I've asked the question, but no response. I'm thinking maybe it's just doing whatever it's doing to me right now. Oh, there's yeah. And the game just closed on me. So it looks like we are stuck. Which is kind of a relief for me and the audience here that watches this later. Just in case, going to try again. Am I not? We wait. With that, we'll step aside for a second. Right back. We're still waiting here. So I watched some fan reaction to the Blues Jets last night, which was amazing. My fan reaction would have been fun to watch too. We'll go back to mute here. Well, we're still waiting here. Hopefully we get a GN soon. We'll be back. All right, so you see it right there with the internet outage. Going to, we're going to end the stream, and then we'll. Hopefully, the restoration happens before 11 Eastern. Then may continue another time. We don't know. So until then, we'll leave the game with game out is left, and with the ball in the lead. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. We'll see.